Okay.
Oh wow. Tesla has been promising full self-driving for well over a decade. However, in Europe, it's just not allowed yet. So we are in the Czech Republic right now because they offer ride-along full self-driving drives. And yeah, we're gonna do a test drive today. We got the Model 3 Performance for the FSD ride. And the Tesla employee joins us as well. Because it was my first time in Brno, we just let the supervisor pick an interesting route through the city center. And then he activated the FSD on the steering wheel. For your info, the FSD version on this Model 3 is version 14.1.7, which is kind of strange because the current FSD version in the US is 14.2.2.5, and I was just wondering why they are not using the latest version in Europe as well. Yeah, this is already very interesting here when it's so narrow. And obviously I was hoping that a car would come towards us, and look at this. Right away it recognized the empty gap on the right and then pulled into that, and I didn't notice that before watching that video, but there was a car behind us, so probably that's why the car drove all the way forward, so the other car behind us would also fit in that gap. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's like a human, yeah. Wow. So that was definitely a very good first impression of the FSD. Yeah, I'm not sure, is that the tram, like the tracks that it recognizes? It could also be that the system kind of recognizes a bike lane here, but what I thought is very interesting is that there is no middle line on the street. However, even though they are train tracks, it kind of seems to recognize where the center of the road is. It's definitely like a bit awkward because right now we are under the speed limit and there are cars behind us. And that's always when I feel a bit awkward, that I'm like, it's so slow, and the cars behind us, they're probably thinking, oh, another Tesla is so slow, like he can't drive. Like, I'm not driving. However, I got told that in the Czech Republic, the F on the license plate actually stands for that this car is testing something. So people should know that we are testing the future right here. Even though this situation wasn't very future-like, because on this left turn, the Tesla wanted to let the white car pass first, but then at the same time, the tram on the right started to approach. And that was actually the first time the supervisor had to step in to quickly accelerate to get out of this sketchy situation. Okay, yeah, that was an interesting situation. Like, because the tram just started to go as well. I was like, we're kind of stuck in the middle of the street. It's funny because you're sitting here, it's like, okay, you're driving. Like when I'm just looking on the road, it's like, okay, he's driving, but he's not. So I guess it will be a very different feeling if there's no one sitting on this side as well. What definitely impresses me is how far ahead the car looks and how smoothly it makes decisions. Yeah, that was another situation, like you could only see the arrows on the ground, and it already knew, okay, it has to go to the right lane. Yeah, wow. Yeah, like literally like a human. This is what everyone says. It's like, it's just driving like a human because it learned through the human driving, so it makes sense. So you can see more cars than just with your eyes because we have this car in the way, but here it can also see the cars over there. Oh no. I want you to pay attention to that person that will appear behind this van, and then look at how quickly FSD recognizes this person as well. Also look how this bus cuts the lane. The Tesla braked a little bit, but then gave the bus some room and carefully continued. Yeah. How is it for you?
Weird.
Weird? But if you just close your eyes, you could think that a driver is driving.
It feels like a driver is driving. I don't even feel like a robot is driving. That's what makes it weird.
How would it feel if he wouldn't be here?
That would be.
If it's just an empty seat. The first destination that we picked is inside here. It's a dead end. Definitely will be interesting to see how we get back, how we get out of the dead end. Yeah, it already starts driving even though the car is still going through. So we're not allowed to go through here. Will it do a... What is it? Still want to go? No, maybe backing up?
No.
No, okay. Okay, interesting. Should have definitely recognized this. I was expecting that it would do like a 3-point turn there and then go back, because it knew that it has to go back this way where we came from. But yeah, I guess we're stress testing the system. And I believe every time you disengage, then it knows, okay, something went wrong, and then they probably will analyze the data again to improve it in the future. Okay, it's green, but what happened? I was surprised that the ambulance didn't show up on the screen, especially because I heard that the Tesla apparently also listens to outside sounds. It drove a little bit over the curb there.
You are searching for mistakes.
Yeah, of course. That's also happening with the Model X often when I have the FSD or the autopilot engaged. In the video that I uploaded 2 weeks ago, you can actually see it. It was going around a roundabout, and then it got very close and I went like over the roundabout. It's very interesting because obviously you have the rules on the streets, like for example those lines on the floor that you wouldn't be allowed to drive over, but obviously a human drives over anyways in this kind of situation when the bus is there, and the car here does it as well. That's so cool with all the cars. It would be green, right? So it didn't honk automatically. Humans would do that. That's a good question. Like, at some point, will the Tesla honk at other cars when it knows, okay, it's green and the car in front of them doesn't go? But it's definitely a good place to test the FSD with all the trams as well. I think it's so funny that like Tesla, they kind of advertise with this fact that FSD drives 7 times better than a human driver. But the statistic is in the US, and I just believe that American drivers are not the best drivers. So that's why it would be super interesting to see like how much better is FSD compared to a European driver or someone like who drives a lot in Brno. Because it's definitely more complicated here than in the US. I mean, look at this. There's a tram right now. We have 2 car lines. There are people crossing the street. It's so interesting. Like, we're literally in the car for 30 minutes now, and it already feels normal that it just drives itself. I still believe that if he wouldn't be here, it would feel a little bit more. It's like, do I need to take over? But
We don't trust robots.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We have to, very soon, I think. Okay, so we have to do a left turn here, but we're still on the right lane. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. Wow. We kind of predicted that this car behind us will leave so much space, so it overtook the other cars on the right. What was that? I saw the light that it was green, but then I looked forward and then it braked. I was like, okay. I mean, the car has 8 cameras around the car. I think there are 3 here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I guess 9 in the front as well. But apparently the front camera is not used for the FSD, is what I heard. So it makes sense that the car sees more than you do with a pair of 2 eyes.
It's a Frankie car.
Wow. But it was interesting because the car was kind of like braking, like it wasn't sure, like should I be nice or not? Okay, wow. This is what I was always wondering, if it recognizes those speed bumps, because in my Model X it definitely doesn't. It will just drive over it. But here, but there's nothing on the screen. I'm actually wondering if the speed bumps wouldn't be that crazy if it would go a little bit faster. I'm glad that we tested that in the Czech Republic and not in Vienna, because in Vienna it's a lot more order on the street. Like here, there are so many cars everywhere. It's definitely more interesting. Even though I've seen many FSD videos before, it was truly impressive to experience it myself. I mean, it's not perfect yet, and I still think it will take a while before we get the unsupervised version here in Europe, but what I can say is that it's crazy how quickly you get used to it, and I'm already really excited to hopefully try it very soon in my own Model X as well.